So you decided to do some AC repairs on your vehicle, and 2 weeks later, you're back to sweating in your seat. Save money, do it the right way, don't do it twice. Here are some tips that are going to keep you from getting in that situation. Let's get into it. You want to check for leaks, see if there's anything obvious in the AC system that you might have left loose, or maybe there's even a new leak that wasn't there before. Checking the fittings, seeing if any of the nuts or bolts are loose, or even the condenser in the front, see if anything has punctured it, maybe a rock has even gone through the front of it. Even checking some of the connectors. You may have thought that you connected it completely, but it didn't snap in place, and it just wiggled loose over time. And don't think, just because it's wintertime, you don't need to repair your AC. When you have the defroster on, it does come on intermittently to help keep the moisture out of the cab of the vehicle, but it also keeps the AC system working, so it's not just sitting there, not doing anything for 6 or 7 months of the year. In the event that you didn't have any refrigerant leaking out, more likely than not, you have a problem with the AC compressor. Now, some people will just put a compressor in, charge it back up, and they think they're good to go. 2 weeks later, the AC stops working, and it's because they didn't go that next step to look and see if there's any filings going on in the old compressor or in any of the lines. The AC compressor is a pump, and when it fails internally, it's going to be pushing refrigerant, but also shards of metal through the lines. They come out the compressor here, go through this line, and then onto the condenser. Here's the old condenser. You can see right here, this is where the line goes in, and any metal fragments are going to be clogging up all of these fins. This condenser might only be working halfway, it might not even be working fully, and that's going to cause the AC to struggle a lot, if not work at all. With this cut open, you can see where the ports are, where the refrigerant's going to go through the condenser, and they're extremely small. It's not going to take much debris to clog those little ports up and cause this condenser to plug up so it's not working properly. So when you get your condenser from 1AAuto.com, you're not going to have to worry about any of those metal shavings. You're not going to have to do this a second time. Do it right the first time. Let's get it back in the vehicle. Before you even start any AC repair, you want to bring the vehicle to a local shop to have the AC refrigerant removed from the vehicle. Every vehicle is going to have an AC condenser in front of the radiator. Some you may have to take out from behind, taking the coolant fans off first, draining the coolant, pulling the radiator out, and then you can access the lines from the back side. On other vehicles, you may have to take the front grille out and the front bumper and access the lines from out front. Maybe a little bit easier and quicker to do it that way. But either way, it's something you can do at home. And the installation procedure is going to be reverse of taking it out. You just want to make sure that you add some AC oil to the condenser. When you take it out, there's some that's going to be residual in the condenser, and you want to replace that so that the AC system has oil in it. Normally it's about 1 ounce, but you can definitely research that per your vehicle. And when you're all done, don't forget to go back to a shop to have the refrigerant recharged into the vehicle. And after all of that, you should be good to go, but here's a tip for you. Keep that condenser clean. You don't want any pine needles or leaves collecting in front of that, or it's going to cause a leak. You don't want to be here a third time.